Welcome to Brandverse, flooding in Dubai, Web3 vibes, and the market. Brandverse, episode number 15. I'm Roman Cherone, joined by my co-host, Mina Salib. Throw it up there. Throw it up there. There we go. I should have waited a second, huh?
No, you're good.
I should have, but this is a very nice thumbnail. Flooding in Dubai, Web3 vibes, and the market. Welcome to Brandverse. We're here. We're back. We're live. We're better than ever. Thursday edition. Thursday editions always are a little bit different than the Tuesday editions. Whether that be better or worse, I'm not sure.
We're not sure.
Back again. How are you, Mina?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's kind of weird. It's weird vibes right now in the market. It's like it's like a waiting period. We're just waiting. It's like, hey, are we going really far down? Are we going back up? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
there's a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion.
Well, what do you think we're doing?
Honestly, I have zero clue. I don't know what we're doing. I have actually. Usually, I'm like, oh well, we're waiting on this indication and this report, and well, the halving's coming, so that's gonna be. I have zero clue. I don't know. I gotta be honest.
Yeah. It's interesting, and we'll jump into all the factors. A lot to talk about this episode. We got the halving 2 days away, 3 days away. It looks like midnight on 420. It's going to be the halving, which is just absolutely unreal. You got the CPI report. You've got global conflict, really Middle Eastern conflict, but everything is so globally tied. We'll talk about that a little bit. We'll talk about things we're seeing in the market, moves we're making, as always. Where do you want to start?
Where can we start? Let's start. Well, first, let's start with the flooding in Dubai, which was pretty unreal.
Yes.
And so, actually, funny enough, I was supposed to go to Dubai. Yeah. Somebody asked me to like come to an event or speak at an event there, and it didn't like. It was gonna materialize, and then like I just didn't push for it to materialize for some reason. I was like, it's probably not a good time to leave. I just came out of NFT NYC. I don't know if I want to go across the world. And I was like, man, kind of happy I did not go to this one.
Oh my God, it looks apocalyptic.
It looks apocalyptic. Yeah, if people don't know Dubai, it doesn't rain there. So like it never rains. They probably don't have like sewer drains. They don't have like the infrastructure to handle an inch of rain, let alone 5 to 6 inches of rain. Which recently I learned 5 to 6 inches of rain is like getting 5 to 6 feet of snow.
Wow.
Isn't that nuts?
That is nuts.
5 to 6 inches.
5 to 6 inches of rain. What do we get in New York? Like, is it like, do we get like an inch of rain and that's like a deluge? Like that's like a
but we have the infrastructure to handle it. So we get an inch of rain, whatever. It gets
crashing.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
It sewers out, right? Like it goes to the storm drains, and we typically handle that stuff. So like, I feel like New Yorkers are notorious for like rain, snow, whatever. We're gonna do our thing. But you got like these countries where this stuff happens, life stops. Like in California, life stops, but they're a little dramatic about it. No offense to all my California peeps, my family lives there, but like a place like Dubai, Egypt, any of these places, they do not have the infrastructure to handle stuff like that. So the country legit stops when that happens.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It really doesn't. I'm happy you didn't go. It was like, it's insane over there. I'm happy. I with Dubai, you know what? It's so scammy. Like, I think Dubai, I think scam. Like, if there's a crypto, I just do. Like, you got to be careful with the crypto companies coming out of Dubai. I don't know. Am I terrible for saying that? Like, I feel like
you're not great. You're not great for saying it. So it's not like that. You're terrible. You're not awesome.
I really do feel like, if I get approached, and I mean this from my heart, if I get approached by a crypto company from Dubai, I get very scared a little bit. Like, I feel like it has like a little bit of a negative connotation, and they need to work on that. I don't know who needs to work on that, but generally speaking, we need to get to a place where
it needs to work on that.
I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's such a safe haven for a lot of these criminals and these fraudsters.
Well,
For like,
they say that in Miami sometimes, right? Like you got like these hustlers in Miami.
that's
Everybody
true.
has like this kind of like like they're notorious for, which is kind of funny. But would you so you get a prime speaking spot in Dubai? You're not going? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no, no. I would go. I'm just saying, like,
To be fair, after this, you're definitely not getting a prime speaking spot in Dubai. But if you were,
yeah, if I were, I definitely consider it. If I had, if I was going and investing in companies there, like, myself, I would definitely like take a closer look at the company started, with something to do in Dubai. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and the comments can hate on me, and I'm happy to be proved wrong. I'm just saying there definitely is like a weird Dubai thing that happens.
Roman needs one piece of evidence to find one company he likes in Dubai, and this entire narrative will completely flip. Next week, good chance Roman comes on. That place is the crypto capital of the world.
No, man. Hey, listen, exactly. I think narratives shift so quickly in this space that you need to be open to change. So you can have opinions. There's nothing wrong with having opinions, but your
like that.
opinions can change. That's why I dumped my punks and bought into Whiff.
You're
And
with
then
boy
Whiff
now.
got added to Coinbase today. The futures.
Did it officially get added?
Futures just got added.
Whoa, that
Young man. That's 10 minutes ago.
Wait, so you made this trade what, like 2 days ago? No prior warning about this. It's not like he's
well, I mean, is it even up? Is Whiff even up? Let's even say. I mean, does it even care?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me check.
It's I mean, like not really. It's like it's up. I mean,
good trade though.
It's like 4 cents higher than where I bought it. I mean, it's not like it was a lot,
but
it's good
trade though.
I think like the perp market is a good, like, we need the spot trading. Like, basically, like, not to jump into this. Can I jump? Should I jump into Whiff now?
Yeah.
So
we're done with
bull case on Whiff. Bull case on Whiff. Not financial advice. This is a show about how you can lose money, how you can make money. It's just all hypothetical. We're two guys talking crypto. So not financial advice. But with that disclaimer out of the way, the bull case with Whiff, and I've been thinking a lot about this because I've been struggling. This has been a different type of bull market. This is, you have to think about, apes went from 0.08 ETH to 150 ETH in 1 year.
Yeah.
In 1 year. That's just a straight up ride. This has been a battle. And you test and you understand and you learn best by swimming, right? And understanding the market. And we see narratives form and market leaders emerge. And I feel like Whiff is that market leader. It stands above all else. In my opinion, the MVP, the Nikola Jokic of this past 8, 7, or really like 5 months has been Whiff. So that's my bet. CryptoPunks, I'm sure there'll be $1 million ETH floor one day. You measure your plan in centuries. Good for you. I'm here for a good time.
Not a long
during the bull. Not a long time, sadly. When we make enough money to just have money sitting that I can't use, that's when you know I've made it. When I can just have a ledger full of money and I don't touch it for 10 years, yeah, sure. That sounds great. Like, but I have shit to pay and I'm trying to make money now. Like, so I'm not just going to sit on Bitcoin and have no money to live for 10 years. I'm sorry, bro. So I am out on CryptoPunks. I came in fired up today. All right.
You did. Keep going, man. Let him cook. Let him cook.
I left CryptoPunks. And I want to return to CryptoPunks as a trophy of my success, but I will not be successful as a CryptoPunk holder alone. I need to make big swings. And Whiff is my big swing. You know what Shiba's market cap is? Do you know the coin Shiba?
What is it, like 20 mil? 20 billion?
It's 12 billion today.
Whoa.
Whiff is at $2 billion.
Doge? What's Doge? 20?
Let's check. Doge is at what's your guess?
21. 21.
That was literally perfect. It's at 21.
No, I looked it up, so I'm not no.
But you said 20 before that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some credit. Thanks. Shiba is at 13. Fully. Wait, you look at the market cap, not the FDV, right?
Yeah, no, the market cap.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so 13 for Shiba, 13 billion. With before the Vegas Sphere, before the Coinbase listing, before maybe the Robinhood listing, who knows? It has a market cap of 2.5 billion. 2.5 billion. There's some upside there in my mind. The hat
what did it run to? So in the near term, the highest it went to was about 4.5 billion.
480. It went to 480.
Okay.
It's down, around 50% from all-time high, which was 18 days ago, by the way. Yeah. It has a ferocious ability to gain attention. It has a organic and funny meme, and it's a dog with a hat. And the hat will stay on, and I'm out on CryptoPunks. I'm in WIF, and I'm in Bitcoin. I'm in Bitcoin more than I'm in WIF.
So your entire thesis is the hat stays on.
Yeah. The hat stays on, and I'm done with all the other stuff, man. People shill all day, every day, and I'm not here to shill anybody else. You can buy whatever you want. It will have no effect because the hat is staying on regardless if anybody watches, participates, or not. It has nothing to do with them. It's about us.
It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the hat staying on this dog.
It's a dog with a hat. And we're going to the Vegas Sphere. We're going to go on Coinbase. We're going to go. It does $216 million in volume in the last 24 hours on Binance.
Jesus.
What do you think it'll do on Coinbase?
That's a good point. So typically indications are usually when you get approved for futures, it later follows a listing, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And they want basically there's like a war between like different exchanges on their perpetuals product. Like they want advanced traders to trade on their perpetuals because typically if you're trading perpetuals, you're doing it in higher volume. If you're that deep into trading and like you're actually trading perps, usually you have more of like you have like a higher net worth. So there's a battle between exchanges for high net worth individuals. Okay. So we'll see. I think they had perps listed on Binance. So look for a BOEM listing on Binance coming up, maybe. I don't know. I have no inside information.
I'm looking at BOEM. Oh, 900 million still. Oh, wait, no, Jesus, no, 642. 642.
642. So about a half.
Wow. Yeah.
So that just gets me fired up. That was my thing because I've been struggling mentally with this bull market, man.
So what do you think? Like your thesis, you're not looking for the 2-3x. You actually think this runs to like Shiba price.
I'm saying I am looking for a 2-3x. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm holding to Mahala, but I'm looking at the downside risk. I'm looking at the upside risk. I'm looking at the narratives that have dominated. I'm looking at, how can I make the most money, with my gut instinct here. And I'm in on the dog with hat. That's my pick. I'm in on Bitcoin too. I think Bitcoin holding Bitcoin into the halving and after the halving, it'll be interesting. I walked past a kid today in my WeWork. He was longing the market 100x on leverage. I'm like, this kid's a king. I struck up a conversation with him. I'm like, he's like, listen, I think the market's down because of this tension in the Middle East. I said, I can see that maybe. And he says, I think we take off from here and there's some halving, but into the halving and out of it, he's bullish. So,
Well, I was talking to one of my, last show, we were talking about what is going to spark this next, what could spark a run to 100. And he mentioned what he's excited about is Bitcoin ETF inflows from Asia, right? And that's supposed to start at the end of April. So I gotta look this up, but
it's ETH ETF and Bitcoin ETF, and it's in Hong Kong.
So they got crazy amount of money, right? They love crypto. A lot of these whales love crypto over there, and that could be if tensions just come down in the Middle East a little bit, and everybody just calms down a little bit, then you could see like a big run if Asia really fuels it.
Dude, I think, and let me give you a stat here. Yeah, we pray for peace. We're a peace first podcast. Let me make that first clear. We're not here peace first.
Yeah.
This is something that I found interesting. Looking at strictly from a market perspective. The day before the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, which occurred on February 24th, 2022, Bitcoin was trading at $37,000.
Yeah.
6 weeks after the invasion, around April 7th, 2022, Bitcoin's price was 43,000.
Yeah.
So it took a dip, sharp dip during the invasion, but it rebounded quite quickly. And I think that's something we can take solace in terms of, I see you actually liked my message when I sent that in our group chat. I think that's something to look at as a comparable when it just comes to market conditions, right?
Yeah. We're not talking about, what's going on the ground. It's catastrophic and brutal and disgusting across the Middle East, Ukraine, everywhere.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
So
but we're talking about crypto. We're talking about crypto.
More of it's a commentary on what's going, like a lot of people get really doomsday about things, right? It's like, oh man, like everything's going to hell, it's the end, whatever. And like 2 days later, you just see markets rebound, 2 weeks later, whatever it is. And you're just like, wait, so this didn't affect it like I thought it would. So yeah, just take like, not even solace, but like just if you're like trying to understand how to move around in these markets when there's like contentious
Don't get squeezed out. Don't get squeezed out. Don't get squeezed out. It's not going to end. When we had a full-on invasion, boots on the ground last time. And I remember thinking, me and you were like, holy shit, like World War III is here. The media was going crazy. Everyone was scared. We were thinking we were going to sell all our bags. And then literally a month later, when it comes to the markets, we were higher than we were before.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people sold. A lot of people sold
that. Yeah.
Spend a lot of time on the internet. You know what I mean? And also you get wrapped up in all of it. But in terms of a market, do you think that's why we're being held back? Or do you think that we were headed down anyway, and this is just like, this black swan of what's happening in the Middle East? Like, does that really matter?
So I think the run from 42, right? So right before the ETFs got approved, Bitcoin dipped to like around like 38, 39 for some reason. It got approved. It stayed around 45, 42. And then it ran so quickly to 65 over a week, 2 weeks. And that was, I think, is because people saw the inflows from institutions coming into Bitcoin. Now, I obviously there would obviously be a pullback. I think there is a little bit probably of manipulation going on where I think, from what I understand, a lot of whales believe that after having everything spikes and pumps and stuff, and people probably want to get in at a lower price. So
yeah, there's some manipulation there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that going on probably. And then just overall, like when you see the price pump to like 70, you're like, man, that's a good number, right? I bought this at like 30 or I bought this at 20. Like, I'm gonna take money off the table. I'm sure this will come down a little bit. So I think that's a little bit of what's going on. And yeah, we ran pretty high pre-halving. That usually doesn't happen. My understanding is that run happens post-halving. So yeah. So post-halving, you have these inflow. You'll probably have these inflows from China and Asia, and then you'll have and then you'll have like the excitement of post-halving and what that does to the market. So I think that could be that's the bullish case for things right now. I think the things that can stop this, cool it off a lot significantly, is Fed comes in, raises rates. I think that can have a.
When is that supposed to happen?
Whatever the next meeting is, we should learn. They had their last meeting a couple of days ago, I think, or something. Yeah. I don't know when's the next Fed meeting. Right. Next Fed meeting. So the next Fed meeting. Oh, it's May 1st.
All right.
May 1st is it? So that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's a really big deal. So that actually coincides when Asia inflows start coming in, and that can what I hope they do is they just keep it stable, because I don't think we're going to get a cut. Inflation's coming up a little bit. I don't think we'll get a cut. So I just hope that they just don't do anything.
I mean, even if they do, like, it's only a matter of time till they get cut. So like I'm less worried about that than I am
No,
like
I know, but what has been baked into these prices is a rate cut in June, and that's not going to happen.
No, I know, but I think that has been baked out of it now because if you look
Think
at the
so?
probabilities, I think the smart money at least and like big players, they're betting against it now.
Maybe.
Let's see if we can look at the rate cuts here, the probability market. I can.
Yeah.
Shall I bring it up on Polymarket?
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be. I think what from that meeting you'll see what the market does for the and it's probably a good indication of what happens going into the summer.
All right. So the best chance, the number one chance of how many Fed rates cuts this year is 0. So you have to think that the general on Wall Street, on around the world, quant traders, the biggest market making firm, everyone is pricing in 0. I would have to say that. Maybe
change the question and see how many rate increases there are, rate hikes. Is there a chance? What are the chances for a rate hike?
I got to check. You could probably check. Because that's one of the top one rate cuts. I don't think they would have an inverse market. They have the Fed rate cut by. This is a different version of it where you get this is $2.2 million liquidity. When do you get a Fed rate cut by?
Okay.
And it's a 71% chance by December.
By December. Okay. So yeah, by the way, in the beginning of the year, that was June.
Yeah. Well, we could check actually. Wait, where's the
Polymarket's really cool. I gotta spend more time on this thing.
I always look at Polymarket. It's been really interesting to track. Can we see the market?
And just for the reason why we spend so much time on this is because we learned from 21. Everything, all of this affects, whatever you're doing, meme coins, NFTs, whatever you're doing, right? It directly is affected by what happens at the Fed, what happens in the macro, what happens, geopolitics and all that stuff. And that's why it's like, hey, I don't know, like, is this number going to go up and down? It's like, you should probably check out the macro environment,
right?
To kind of understand what's going to happen.
A good indicator of like an impending war, it sounds like, is oil prices.
Oil prices,
and oil's down.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's good.
That's good news.
We hope so. So hopefully we get some peace around the world. So I think for me, and then what we talked about last time is, again, it feels like a waiting period, a transition period. We started 2024 off pretty hot. Solana ran, Bitcoin ran, base ran. And now it's like, hey, okay, well, you kind of got a preview as to what we think works going into this bull run. And now kind of like place your bets for what you're going to do for the next 6
Exactly what I'm thinking. We are 9% away from where we were before before this dip, man. We're 9% away.
Yeah, that's nothing.
We're going to eat that up.
That's nothing.
Let's run it back. Let's go. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of the down only.
Let's go. We do 10 weeks of up only. We get 1 week of a down week, and we're over.
That's intense, though. I mean, I got to tell you, wow, you just love to see when you refresh the price.
You like that. That I think it dipped to what, 130?
It went from. I mean, this is like not a dip for ants. So we had, let's say on April 8th. Oh, wow, it's been under 200 for a while. Yeah. So in April 1st, which April 1st was 2 weeks ago, it was $200.
Yeah.
This Saturday, it was at 124, which is, that's like a 30% cut on a major. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we definitely felt that. And listen, we're up a little bit. We're at 140. Let's go check out the dog with the hat, because obviously we have to give the promo. I mean, listen. You talk about relative strength. Now. You talk about relative strength. All right, I'm done. So I'm hyped.
I want to buy you one of those. I want to buy you one of those wool hats.
I already bought one. They have one online. They have.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'll show you. Here, I'll show you. And for anyone who is interested in joining the army, joining the coalition,
Please,
joining the movement.
please, nobody be walking around with these things. Please.
Look, so you go in here. Obviously, if you don't know now, you know we raised enough money to go on the Vegas Sphere. By the way, that announcement isn't priced in. As soon as that gets announced, we're going to be hyping. And we can get our hats here. I'll do one live here.
Do you have a picture of you wearing it?
No, it's right here. I ordered it online.
Okay, it's coming.
Oh wait, no, I thought I was I thought I was sharing my screen. Excuse me. I was trying to get people to view it. Look, you can get it on the website.
Let me see.
Look at that.
No way, it's a $42 hat. What are we doing?
Come on, man.
What are we doing?
It's a dog with the hat. That's simple. If you overcomplicate it, people are like, you must buy fully homomorphic encryption based AI Pepes that are changing blockchain. It's just, don't kill yourself. Just buy the dog with a hat. Not financial advice. This is all satire. Do what you want with your money, but I'm hyped up.
I also like what are the other memes I like? I like the bun stays on. The bun stays on is pretty good. I like the bun stays on.
The bun stay for the Costco hot dog.
The Costco hot dogs. The bun stays on.
Let me tell you something about those hot dogs, man. Those sent me to a mental institution at one weekend, bro.
Yo, I've never seen somebody ride any of their trains like you do. You are.
It's tough.
Yo, not. You know what you remind me of? You ever see 21 Jump Street when they take those drugs and there's like the 7 stages of drugs?
Oh, yeah. That's such yeah, exactly. And then it's like, and then you're crying alone. You're sitting in a WeWork sad. So anyway, today we're happy though, and I think we should be here. We have 5 minutes left in the show. Then I got to run to dinner. So, is there anything else you want to cover? I mean, listen, you're a Bitcoin puppet guy. You got the halving coming up. We got runes coming up. Any thoughts around that?
Bro, I still I got some runes, and every day we just get airdropped random inscriptions that have no picture. I don't know what they do, and some people are just like, they're going to be the most valuable things in the world. Runes are changing everything. You gotta, and I'm like, honestly, I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't get it. But I really hope you're correct because I have a lot of these random things in my wallet.
Right. You have the RSICs, or is that what a rune is?
I have the runes and some inscriptions and probably some. I have zero. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But my understanding is they're like pre-token allocations, I guess. And then when the tokens get dropped, you get some because you hold this thing. That's what I understand. So we'll see. I don't know. It could just all be, fugazi hype. We don't know. So
we don't know. But
I just believe in the puppets. I don't care about any of the other stuff. I believe in the pups. I'm riding the pups.
Done you very, very well. The young pup master.
I'm the pup master.
Are you? What's your pup bag? You got 1. You got 5. You got 10.
No, I got 1. I missed. Man, so stupid. You know what's annoying? The other thing that's annoying is if you have any sort of conviction in a project, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just get this thing. I remember I was 0.5, no, not 0.05 off of what I needed to buy another puppet. And I'm like, oh, just wait until this thing dips. The next day it shot up from whatever it was, 0.45 to
0.05 is a lot though, isn't it?
0.05?
Isn't 0.05 0.1 Bitcoin is $7,000? So I guess it's 3,500, right? With Bitcoin at 70K. Yeah.
Maybe no. Sorry, you're right. Maybe I was 0.005.
Oh, really?
I just didn't want to add more Bitcoin to the wallet to actually get it through the transaction. And literally the next day, I just kept seeing somebody swept the floor and then it skyrocketed. And I was like,
the pups are amazing. The node monkeys, I was in and out. Let me tell you something. In and out.
The next show, I'm gonna bring up the multiple tweets that you called me a peasant on.
I was wrong.
Multiple. Look at this peasant holding his puppets. Wow. Well, the node monks are the crypto punks of the world. Now you don't have a node monk or a crypto punk.
You know what? Why don't you stop, man? Where do you get off, huh?
Who are we?
We got
Who are we?
Bitcoin puppets at 0.39.
Are they
Node
what?
monks at 0.425.
Yeah.
You got Prometheans, which are the
The
cyber
Kongs.
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 There's 57 buys pending for these.
Yeah.
You got. Let's look at these.
So are these PFPs or they're also like
These
like
poor
runes?
people, bro. These poor souls buying into Kongs.
There we are. We're back to 21. Funding Kongs. Let's go.
Yeah.
We love it. Where's
Sad,
Jake Kaplan? Where's Jake Kaplan when you need him?
Yeah, we had a really good friend
Miss
named
that
Jake.
guy,
He was
man.
co-host of the show for like a year. He was
Miss
the
that
super. We have a couple of CyberCon maxis,
He would
and
just
we
do
would
like
always
his deep
shit.
dives on like NFT
man.
web. Brilliant man.
Brilliant, so brilliant it drove him insane. I'd say. So yeah,
We miss you, Jake.
yeah, we do.
Where are our Kong friends? But I will say the Kongs randomly, like they just stick around. They're like, I want to say cockroaches, but it's super mean. But they just
I got what you mean.
They live forever, man. They live forever.
They live forever.
It
They're
doesn't
like
matter.
yeah, like what would you even what's like they're like a Twinkie. Like I don't know, like what else would you give it?
You know what they are? They are the stable coin they are the Costco hot
No,
dog.
they're not. If stable coins were, if they were good, if they're a stable coin, if stable coins went down only, yeah, no, they're not down only.
Oh,
We
we're
didn't
gonna
mean
get
to have
so
fun on this
flooded.
show. We're messing around. We love every project. We love every country.
By the way, we have so many Kong friends, like so many. So
many Kong whales too. I mean, some of the most influential people in crypto have like ties to the Kongs. It's almost like Illuminati level.
The bananas.
Bananas. Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah, man. All right, GG's, man. If you guys catch us on Tuesday and Thursday next week's gonna be tough for me. Mina, I'm moving to New York on Thursday.
Let's go.
And then I'll be in my my parents' apartment for a week, which obviously I can do shows, and then we get into a rental. So it should be exciting.
Guys, we're gonna get Roman back. We're gonna do some more shows, hopefully some in-person stuff. See what the vibes are like. And we're excited to
the hat stays on. Let's keep it rocking. All right. Talk to you soon, man. See ya.
Thanks.